you will make it non-reusable. Is that okay?
I don't know what that means. Okay, hey everybody. Sorry about that. We had some. Oh, there's Wolf.
Hello.
Hey, what's up, man?
Excuse the headphones. This is necessary because my laptop is dumb and I want to break it, but
I can understand that. I'm sorry, man. But
it's
you can
fine.
hear us. You can hear us.
Yes,
Okay.
I can.
But yeah. Sorry, we just had some technical difficulties. Hopefully, you found this stream. I don't know what was up with the other one, but anyway, so here we are. And I'm one of your hosts, Asa, and this is the hostess with the mostest, my permanent co-host, K Fabulous.
Yes.
And this is Wolf.
Hello.
And, we're going to join you for Dynamite tonight as the Continental Classic rolls on. And here they're talking about what we've got up tonight.
Yep.
Wolf, do you know the matches tonight?
Yep. Our probably main event, honestly. We have 1/3 of the Trios champions. The Bastard Pack goes 1-on-1 with Switchblade Jay White. We also have Continental Classic matches. One Blue League match, Shelton Benjamin of the Hurt Syndicate against Kyle Fletcher of the Don Callis family, and Gold League match of the Death Riders. We have Claudio Castagnoli, also 1/3 of the Trios champions, against Brody King of the House of Black. We also have Surf Strickland going 1-on-1 with Max Caster. Anna Jay going 1-on-1 with the recently returned Penelope Ford. We'll hear from Jamie Hayter tonight, and also we have AEW Dynamite Dozen Battle Royal.
Sounds like a packed show tonight.
Yeah.
You know?
Dynamite Dozen Battle Royal winner faces MJF for the Dynamite Diamond Ring. People who
MJF has won 5 years in a row.
Yes.
Right.
People in the Battle Royal include Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, Mark Davis, Brian Cage, and Lance Archer. And maybe Commander, but unknown because Commander's now in the Continental Classic.
Here, Derek's Wrestling Toys and Tees. Hey, Derek. Says, happy Wednesday, everybody. Very good to meet you at WrestleCade. Yeah, we met Derek at WrestleCade.
Yeah, it was awesome.
We were walking by and he goes, K Fabulous? And
I felt like a celebrity.
She was like, yeah, that's me. Very nice.
Oh, we're starting off with Kyle Fletcher and Shelton Benjamin.
Yeah, Derek, we tried to find you again because we were like, we totally should have taken a picture.
Yeah.
With him. So I'm sorry, we looked, but I think maybe we'd already split ways at that point.
And see, what's up, Steven?
Hey, man.
And Derek says this Benjamin versus Fletcher sounds like it's going to be a good one. Yeah, I mean, these guys have never fought before. To my knowledge.
That is true.
And both these guys have been just great in the ring as of late. So yeah, like I said, it looks like a great show tonight. Last week was kind of underwhelming to me.
Yeah,
this looks pretty good.
I would like to disagree with your as of late and point out that Kyle Fletcher has always looked amazing in the ring.
True.
Yeah,
that's about true. Yeah,
pretty much.
Yeah, thanks everybody for joining us. And if you missed AEW Weekly, it returned last night, and you can catch it. It's wherever you're watching this, you can find it.
Unless you're on my Twitch.
Oh yeah, sorry. On YouTube you can find it. On X you can find it. And soon the audio only version will be up of AEW Weekly. So if you missed it, it was a good show, I think. K Fabulous was out and Wolf stepped in very well for her.
Thank you, Wolf.
Yeah, it was a good show. You know, we got a little, some different opinions than we usually get. So it was cool.
Yep.
Steven here says we may see another draw of Fletcher and Shelton.
I mean, yeah, that could happen, especially since you definitely want to try protecting them both, but I don't know.
Is it 1 point each if it's a draw?
1 point each if it's a draw, yeah.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and announce real quick. We're doing a WCW Starcade watch along tomorrow night, 7:55, or I'll say, excuse me, 7:50, 7:50. We're watching Starcade 1990, and it's gonna be myself, K Fabulous, and a new friend, Juice Springsteen, is going to join us.
Awesome.
So,
Is he named after Juice Robinson and Bruce Springsteen? Because I approve of
oh,
both
I
of
didn't even
those
think about
things.
Juice Robinson. I don't know. Well, yeah, he's joining us, so hopefully that goes well. He's a nice guy, and he likes WCW, so that's a good start. So, yeah, he suggested the 1990 show. He said he loves it, so I didn't have one particularly I was really wanting to do, so I just went, we just went with that. So
Have I seen the 1991? I don't think so,
nope.
right?
Mm-mm.
No show. That's exciting.
I know main event is Sting and the Black Scorpion, I believe, for the world title. And then we have Lex Luger versus Stan Hansen for the US title. And I'm not sure what else is on there. Bless you. Bless you.
Thank you.
I swear I feel like Rey Mysterio Jr. and Conan might be on that show. They were on one of the very early 90s Starcades, and I think they might be on there.
Who's Black Scorpion?
I don't want to tell. If you don't know, I'm not going to spoil it.
Oh.
Don't spoil it, Wolf.
I don't know who's Black Scorpion.
Okay, okay.
I'm
It
like
is
looking him
someone
up
you.
right now.
It is someone under a mask. It's someone
Oh.
that you know.
I thought you were just like not gonna tell me what it
Oh,
was.
No, he was. It was a guy who like showed up all in black, wore a mask, and he was like just torturing Sting or whatever. You know what I mean? Stalking him or whatever. And it ends up being someone that we already knew.
So who do you guys have
Ah.
in the Strickland Max Caster match?
Strickland's.
Strickland, what about you, Wolf?
wait, who I think is winning?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Swerve should then. I mean, I'm not. I'm kind of becoming sick of Max Caster, so I kind of want Swerve to squash.
I think Max Caster is going to win with the help of the Hurt Syndicate.
I could see
maybe.
Bobby screwing Swerve, maybe, yeah. But like if Bobby, like basically Bobby would have to like outright like destroy Swerve and cost him, but like if it's like Caster is basically the one like beating Swerve, I'd be like, no, absolutely not.
Steven, I totally will you put up Steven's comment there? I totally disagree with you. I love when a good heel manager appears on commentary. It's like one of my favorite things that managers do.
I agree.
Like him and like Maria Kanellis Bennett was really good whenever she was on commentary for the Kingdom.
Well, the best was Bobby Heenan.
Yeah, of course. I just meant in AEW.
And Derek here said, Starcade 1990, truly a classic. That is what I hear, and I know I've seen it, but I don't remember very much about it, and I've definitely not seen it in a while. So should be fun. I'm not going to look up the results. I know the result of the main event, but I'm not going to look up the rest of the results. So it'll be a fun show, definitely. Yeah, and for those of you, if you're younger, if you don't know, WCW Starcade, that was basically WCW's WrestleMania. And it's actually older than WrestleMania. It started in 1983. WrestleMania started in 1985. WrestleMania, obviously, a much bigger deal. Eventually, it became a much bigger deal. Yeah. Anyways, like I said, this was Jim Crockett Promotions' biggest show. Oh fuck! And then became WCW's biggest show of the year.
Oh, now I just found what's it called? I just found out who Black Scorpion is.
Oh yeah, don't tell.
Yeah.
I don't want Kay to know.
Okay.
I want it to be a surprise. And if you're in the chat, don't tell who the Black Scorpion is. I want it to be a surprise for Kay tomorrow night.
Okay. Interesting.
Will I be excited?
I think so.
I think we might need bigger Christmas lights.
Oh shit! You can't even see him,
Yeah,
can
they're so tiny.
Wait
Yeah.
a minute. No, you can't even see him. I just
Yeah, you can
well,
see
there
one
you can see.
one.
Yeah,
Oh, I was talking about like right,
my big head's in front of most of them.
like next to the belt. There's a green one you can see, but that's about it.
Wow. Yeah, I didn't even remember we put them up. Now you
Yeah.
can barely see them. Well, I put up 100 Christmas lights for the viewers to
You can
see, but
one.
you can see the green one right there.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. I can't believe that. They're not very bright.
It's like in the office when they do the tree lighting and Phyllis spot the tiny lights. It's like shake it off, you know.
Steven knows who the Black Scorpion is.
Wait, so if you
I
don't mind,
believe the Black Scorpion, I could be wrong. I believe he was at Halloween Havoc 1990 also. I believe it lasted a couple months, the Black Scorpion thing.
did we watch that already? I thought we watched
We
that.
watched that, but they didn't. But
Oh.
if he was on it, they didn't reveal who he was.
I think I know who it is.
Who is it?
Is this the one that I identified by his mustache?
No, that was the Halloween Phantom
Oh, okay.
that ended up being Rick Rude.
I totally knew it was Rick Rude based on his mustache.
Yeah, that was the Halloween Havoc. Well, and also his body. He looks like a.
He was wearing a long sleeve black shirt and a long sleeve
Oh,
long
okay.
pants, rather.
Yeah, I think so.
Not long sleeved pants. That would be a real word. No, he just has a very distinct mustache. Very handsome man.
Yeah, Rick Rude wrestled as the Halloween Phantom one year at Halloween Havoc. I forget who he wrestled or what the point of that was or anything, but it happened.
Was it Johnny B. Bad?
Steven says it's Danhausen. Was who Johnny B. Bad?
The person that the Black Phantom wrestled.
Oh, I don't remember. I don't remember. And Derek says, yes, definitely Danhausen. It's not Danhausen. I'll give you a hint. Z-Man, oh my God. Steven says the Z-Man, Tom Zink, is the Black Scorpion.
I don't know who that is.
He's okay. He was he was okay. He was okay.
That's the least okay that you've said. Like, that sounds very not okay.
He didn't have like a ton of personality, but he was all right in the ring. He wasn't around for very long in WCW. I don't know what the deal was with that. I thought Steven was saying the Z-Man is the Black Scorpion. He was saying the Z-Man wrestled the Halloween Phantom. Thank you. I got confused there. Thank you. I forget what year that was. I feel like that was like 1991 or something. 92. I don't remember.
When was the last time the trios titles were defended?
That's a good question.
Collision.
Oh, this past Collision?
No, it was like a few collisions ago against the
okay.
conglomeration.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah.
Was that when Wheeler Yuta was not with the Death Riders yet?
No, he was. It
Oh,
was
okay.
after Wheeler turned, but it was against Kyle, Mark, and Ishii on a collision like 2-3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
More like 3-4 weeks ago.
And Steven there says, rest in peace, Tom Zink. Passed several years ago with heart problems. That's a shame. I hate that.
Yeah.
I hate how many wrestlers of the past just died early deaths. I mean, who knows how things would be different. And then Magnum TA getting paralyzed, Kerry Von Erich losing a half a leg or a foot or whatever he lost. I think it was half a leg or a third of his leg, something like that. Lost the foot. Just who knows how different things would have been, and if the other 4 Von Erichs didn't die.
Mm-hmm. Well, he killed himself.
Or not. Oh, Kerry Von Erich died. Yes, I'm just saying he probably would have been a better wrestler in his later years if he had both legs.
I know, it seems like that family growing up in it was damaging.
Yeah. If you haven't seen the movie The Iron Claw yet, and you're a wrestling fan, definitely check it out. Now it's a bummer. It's a sad movie. If you don't know, it's about the Von Erichs, and just in short, all the brothers wrestled, and most of them died, either by different causes or a couple of them was suicide. It is a bummer of a movie, but it's definitely a very interesting story for sure.
One of them didn't wrestle because he died when he was a child.
Steven says half a foot motorcycle accident.
Hmm.
So one thing I'm a
Look at
little.
his shoulder. Sorry, Wolf. I mean, look at that.
Oh,
Yeah, it looks like a trowel just like scraped him.
And meanwhile, we're talking about everything but this match.
Yeah.
This match has been pretty
This
good.
match is amazing.
Yeah,
This match
Is that
is
from Shelton's nails?
I think so.
maybe.
Or did he come out with that and that's like Sky Blue's
Shelton
nails?
has
Sky
been
Blue's nails.
looking incredible. Kyle's also been looking incredible. This is an amazing match, just in general. One small, not really important problem that I am noticing. I
nice.
think the Hurt Syndicate is going to face the same slight issue that they faced in WWE back when they were the Hurt Business, and that is forced to turn babyface because the crowd can't stop cheering them.
Yeah, I hear you.
Like the crowd is cheering like for Shelton as like I don't know. It feels like the crowd might end up forcing them to turn babyface just because they love him so much.
Yeah.
This match is heel versus heel, so
Yeah, but I'm saying later on, but they're cheering for Shelton right now. It seems like, maybe it's because they hate Kyle more.
Exactly. That's why.
But
he's been a bad dude, and Shelton hasn't really had much of a personality at all yet.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's just
wrestle.
I don't think so.
He's mostly just wrestled, yeah.
Yeah.
But he's like not really had like done like anything like diabolical like Fletcher. But but the thing is like in WWE back when they were the Hurt Business, that just because of how much the crowd loved the Hurt Business, and just because even though it was pandemic era and technically it was from screens, but just because of how much people loved the Hurt Business and how things were set up, they were forced to turn babyface because they didn't really have like many good baby.
I forgot about the pandemic. I forgot about the pandemic wrestling.
Yeah,
I
did too.
So couldn't they have just made it sound like booing?
Good call.
like if that was the problem that forced them to change their story, like
yeah,
they were controlling literally
like,
every aspect of that.
It's weird because like there was not really. I think the problem was there wasn't many like actually good like strong baby faces, especially a babyface faction. So like, and they were trying to bring in Retribution. We know how that turned out.
Well, the New Day.
I think New Day might have. I think New Day was on the opposite brand, but I don't know.
I forgot.
Yeah, that's when they split Big E from Kofi and Woods. Like that's when they started pushing E, but like everyone loved Hurt Business because they were so damn good that they were forced to turn babyface.
Oh my goodness, this has been a great match. And Derek said it is indeed a solid, good match. This match can go either way. I think so. I think Fletcher's winning, but it could go either way.
I do.
And Steven says, "Where the hell is Fishers, Indiana?" That's a good question, man. I've never ever heard of it until today. So I don't know. I'm pretty good with geography, I think, but I've never heard of Fishers, Indiana.
Oh my god.
I'm assuming maybe it's a suburb of Indianapolis. I don't know.
I can tell you, as a Parks and Rec fan, it was not mentioned on that show, which often talked about many cities in Indiana.
Real cities?
Real cities.
Pawnee's not a real city, though. Okay, all right.
So like Muncie and all that other stuff, yeah. Oh, Eagleton, I don't know. Like a neighboring rival town.
No, that's not. That can't be real. Man, this has been great. Do it. That's it. I called it. Man, what a great match. What a great opener.
Incredible.
First loss, right? He's lost prior to this.
I'm not sure.
Do you know, Wolf? Was that Shelton's first loss?
Yeah. No, it wasn't. He lost to Swerve
Okay, that's right.
at the Halloween Dynamite.
So we walked by Sky Blue and Kyle Fletcher at WrestleCade. First of
Mhm.
all, she's not on crutches anymore, and she was wearing high heels, so I think she must be cleared to wrestle or getting really close.
Probably.
But also, that dude is so tall.
Yeah.
Like, everyone was taller than I expected them to be, but he was, like, shockingly tall.
Yep. Oh man.
Poor Juice.
Here I get. Oh,
Yeah. It's
yeah. That
unfortunate.
sucks.
From what I saw, this was like also a good match, but
That was
yeah,
that was an awesome
unfortunate
match.
for
Excellent.
unfortunately for Juice. Yep.
Yeah, Derek said good opening match. Yeah.
Mhm.
One of Tony Khan's strongest points is he knows how to open a show. Definitely.
I wish they'd let Juice do, like, a promo about his injury, you know?
Well, they
Yeah.
usually don't give a lot of TV time to injured people. It doesn't really help anything, you know?
Yeah, but, like, he can still, I mean, he's in a faction. He can still come and support the faction and stuff, you know?
They don't usually do that because of the whole contract thing, adding on injury time, and yeah.
Forgot.
Fuck. Hello.
Did you just curse?
He said hook.
Oh, I was gonna say I never
No,
heard
no,
him
no.
curse. Haven't seen Hook in a little bit.
Yep.
I think now we'll find out if Rewind is watching tonight. Rewind 89 is a big time Hook and Taz fan.
I feel like he's a big Hook fan by association. You know, because he's little Taz.
Yeah.
I think his heart lies with Taz.
Couple weeks.
Yeah. Who? Nick Wayne, is that who attacked Taz?
Christian attacked Taz.
Christian attacked Taz. Oh, right.
I wonder when Taz is coming back.
Probably gonna be a while just based
Yeah.
on injury. Oh.
I'm not sure which surgery Taz had. I think he got both knees replaced. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Man, that sounds rough.
They say now that doing both at the same time is better for the recovery for some reason. I can't imagine that.
I mean,
But I
Christian's
hope that works.
honestly, Christian's been denting that case for a number of times that I'm worried that it's gonna like break and just ruin the contract.
There's Kip Sabian and Nick Wayne.
Kip Sabian's on my television.
Yep.
They're dressed like the guys who move the scenery in the theater.
Stagehands. That's what I was just saying.
I don't know what's up with that.
Kip Sabian do that in my theater because his shoes are not black and his belt is not black.
I say. Oh my goodness. Does Hook not have any friends? Where's Samoa Joe when you need him?
Or Shibata.
Or Shibata?
Oh, we'll see.
You see Samoa Joe come out? Boom, boom, boom.
Is that your Samoa Joe music?
That's my WWE Samoa Joe music. Yeah.
His music was my favorite. I used to do like a little walk anytime his music played. And I'd make Asa stop what he was doing and do the walk with me.
I don't think we're gonna see Samoa Joe now. I don't know. Somebody, does he not have any friends?
Cassidy.
Come on.
Jay White.
Oh.
Adam Copeland.
No, they're gonna wait.
He has no friends.
No.
Victor Bottino, what's up, man? Says, should Hangman Page become heavyweight champion before the end of the year? No. Before the end of next year? Definitely. Before the end of this year? No.
You're telling me why or anything, or just
Oh, well, why?
No, yeah.
I mean, Moxley is they're just starting this reign of Moxleys. It's going to be like a reign of terror type thing. So Moxley should have the belt until like at least April, I think.
Cool with him losing at a Revolution.
Well, I'd be cool with him losing it there too, but I think he should have it a little longer.
I'd be cooler with him losing it as soon as humanly possible.
I don't know what your problem is with
Same here.
Moxley.
His matches are
I have no
boring.
problem with
Same.
Moxley. I love Moxley,
Oh,
but
my.
like, I don't want. In my opinion, just personally, I feel like Moxley kind of no longer needs the AEW World Title for the rest of his career.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I see what
Probably
you were
any
saying,
world
where they're
title
thinking
for
about,
the rest of his career, but
like going on to Max with him as the world champ for the company. Like I could see that being
probably
a smart move. That was
makes
Ace's idea. I
sense.
agree.
But
You obsessed with Camille? Look, everybody knows Camille quits. That means she doesn't work for me anymore.
There's Steven says, safe to say Hook won't be doing any submission chokeholds for a while. I guess not. It really makes baby faces look lame when they get beat up like that. Because like I kept saying, like, where was fucking friends? In the 80s, you'd have like 3 guys hitting the ring in street clothes to save them.
oh, Dynamite doesn't Battle Royal is next. Who do we think wins the Dynamite doesn't Battle Royal?
I don't know who's in it
I
yet.
don't know who's in it.
Yeah.
Well, we know like 5 people. Or
Yeah, it's probably
maybe-
one of the ones they announced, you figure.
yeah.
I mean, I think it's gonna be either Kyle O'Reilly or Adam Cole.
Yeah, I
Like,
think it,
story-wise.
Yeah.
I think it might be Kyle.
Yeah, that's what I think too.
I'm
Which
gonna
I'll
go
be
with Kyle also, yes.
And I can save Cole for
Yep.
whatever that thing is, World's End.
World's End, yeah. I feel like MJF and Adam Cole like needs to be like a stipulation match if they're doing it at World's End. Like you need to make it a stipulation.
Derek says, I think both Samoa Joe and Shibata are injured. They're
No.
Samoa Joe's kayfabe injured. He was away filming a Twisted Metal TV series.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's supposed to
which
be
is
back
over.
soon.
Yeah,
Shibata was just on
just
Collision.
on Rampage. Yeah,
Rampage, thank you.
yeah. So Shibata's not injured, but
Which I would go and check that match out. Who was it? Was Shibata?
Atlantis Jr. and Mascara Dorada.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
they fought Top Flight and Action Andretti. That was a good match.
Do you think they're keeping them together now that they broke up the Acclaimed? So it's not like breaking
Who? Keeping who together?
Action and Andretti and Top Flight.
Oh.
Remember they kept like teasing they were going to separate them?
Yeah. Yeah, I do, because it would be too similar a story. Yeah. They just dropped all that tension in that group.
Yeah.
Which AEW is bad about doing that,
Mm-hmm.
stopping stuff and just dropping it. That's
Yeah, but they do go back a lot, and like re-pick it up. And it's like, remember back when? Like they show like clips and stuff. I'm okay with that.
Sorry about
Okay with
that.
that.
'Cause I think that happens in real friendships. I don't have any friends, so I can't really tell you. But I think I would imagine that, like, I mean, just from watching my students, like, they'll have like a little tiff, and then they'll be best friends again. And then like a month later, they hate each other, and they're like, then they bring up all the shit from like a month ago.
There's Steven says Ospreay versus Claudio. Winter is coming. I didn't see that just now, but that's awesome. Yeah, that'll be phenomenal, I'm sure.
We also have Ricochet versus Brody King at Winter's Coming Dynamite. And what else? The week after, I think, is the Holiday Bash Dynamite or whatever. It's the Christmas Dynamite.
They're doing 2, right? A Dynamite and a Collision.
Yeah, Christmas Collision or whatever it's called, and then Holiday Bash is the week before Christmas, which will feature Ospreay versus Darby
Nice.
on Holiday Bash.
I think the Dynamite is called Christmas on 34th Street or something like that.
Called something else. and like
And it was-
Mayhem on 34th Street or
Probably.
something.
Yeah, it has 34th Street in it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the Christmas Day Dynamite, maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, the week before is Holiday Bash, I think.
Mhm. Okay.
Oh,
The ballroom is on 34th Street.
oh, oh. Oh, oh,
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh my God.
Hurt Syndicate just destroying the cameras.
He's hurting him.
Just MVP destroying the camera.
Oh
Oh,
my.
you're ahead of us.
Yeah, you're ahead of us.
Oh, I'm just seeing the cameras going out like completely.
No, they're just beating up guys right now.
I don't know why, but oh yeah, because
I didn't see him
We never
hit
saw
the
him
cameras.
take
We
a
were
picture
with
from
Battle
oh,
Royal.
I don't know. Okay, never mind. I thought because on my feed, the cameras just went out completely. There was
Oh,
like
hold on.
No.
some glitches and stuff. I thought MVP like destroyed the people behind the cameras, was just beating them up.
Adam Cole, baby. He's wearing less tanner than he was last week, baby.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. So the last two fight each other next week at Dynamite. Winner is coming, and then the winner
Oh, nice.
wait,
World's End.
Oh, so it's gonna be
wait.
Kyle O'Reilly and Adam Cole,
Wait.
right?
Wait.
That are then gonna face each
Oh,
other.
Winter is coming.
Yeah, and then the winner,
wait.
probably Adam Cole, is gonna face MJF.
That would be my That's the most obvious way to go
Yeah.
with it.
Maybe, yeah.
Now, if
Hold
I could
on.
book it, fucking Brian Cage would win, but you know.
Is that who's all the way on the right? I don't recognize that.
Steven says Cole's winning. And yeah, O'Reilly's in it too, yeah. So I think that's the last two. Evil Uno needs to drop this whole tie thing. He looks just like Mankind. That's not cool. Got a mask and a tie? Nah. And he's fat? No. Too close.
Do you think he got permission from Mick Foley?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Maybe.
Derek says Adam Cole looks so much better without the heavy coat tan. Yeah, he looked really weird last week. I mean, he was like
Whoa.
bronze. He was like the color of a penny last week.
Wait, what? Okay, interesting. So the winner, it's gonna be the battle royal goes until the last two. The last two fight each other next week at Winter is Coming, and
Yeah.
then
Right.
the winner of those two faces MJF at World's End for the Diamond Ring.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I said I think it's gonna be Kyle and Cole tonight. They'll face
Interesting.
each other at World's End, and then I think Cole's gonna move on to.
You mean at Winter's Coming?
What did I say?
World's End.
Oh yeah, Winter's Coming. Sorry.
Yeah. Interesting.
Good.
Definitely different from the previous years. All right, let's see who we got. This is either the Butcher or the Blade, I think.
Butcher.
one of them.
Sure, Blade's injured
Butcher.
still.
We got Butcher. Wait, who the hell was that?
Oh,
In the black.
That's Brian Cage.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is the one that's.
No, with the hair. With the hair.
Lance?
No.
Oh.
Short hair. I don't know. I don't know who that is.
Oh, that's Mark Davis on the ground.
Oh, Mark Davis. Oh, okay. That's why I
Yeah.
didn't recognize him. He's wearing different tights than I've seen.
Yeah. That's Mark Davis.
'Cause you know,
And then I think Top Flight and yeah,
Is it both of them?
Andretti, and the Martins are in here. Oh, Leo Rush is also in here. Interesting.
Oh, I missed him. Yeah, there he is.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think that's like
8, 9, 10, and Uno got eliminated.
Uno got eliminated. Who is
So
the
that's 11. I don't know who 12 is.
no?
So you're talking about Romero?
Oh, Romero's in there. Yeah, I
Yeah.
forgot about Romero. Yeah,
Romero.
Rocky Romero.
Rocky
is okay.
Romero.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay.
I couldn't think who the hell that was for a second.
Yeah.
Messenger. Oh, Riley.
Oh, Martin's eliminated. Oh, and Shreddy and Leo Rush just.
There they go.
Oh, and Shreddy eliminated both Martins. What? Whoa.
Watch out at the end. Watch out. Remember, you're ahead of us
Yeah.
at the end.
Oh, they came out with matching. I was wondering why there were two Leo Rush puffy coats.
Yeah.
Andretti and Leo Rush were wearing them.
Oh.
The top flight was not.
Yep.
Were they all four wearing matching pants or just those two?
Oh, nice.
Just
Pile driver.
what's it called? It
Absolutely
seems like
fair.
the Martins are matching, and then Andretti and Leo Rush are matching with each other.
Fascinating.
And Steven just pointed out that I guess I didn't think about it at the time. He said Rush and Andretti eliminated top flight.
Yeah.
I guess I just didn't notice. Yeah. Okay.
That's what Wolf was saying. But
Yeah, I noticed like kind of late too.
Whoop, and there goes Mark Davis. But he did hit a cartwheel a minute ago. Getting fancy, as Derek says.
Did you see Jack Cartwheels in that WWE ID program?
I did not.
Yep.
I did not see that.
Yeah.
He is.
I mean, he's marketable. You know, he's okay.
I believe what's her name? Kylie Ray is also part of WWE ID program.
Like the baby Bailey.
Yeah, basically she's the very bubbly, smiley girl. She's also the girl that
You're thinking Zoe.
the internet Jericho allegations, the debunked Jericho allegations were.
Oh, I thought her name sounded familiar.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, those were, there was that was just somebody started that, and then it took on this whole snowball effect, and it ended up being nothing as far as
it was
anybody
based
knows.
on like a vague response, and then later on Kylie Ray herself said that had nothing but a good time in AEW. I'm like, okay, so basically she said it's full of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Jericho doesn't strike me as that kind of guy, but I mean, it's not like I know him, but just I'm think I'm good at reading people. He just doesn't seem like that to me, and I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not by myself. Wolf is in audio only, and Ace is going to get candy, I think. So speaking of that WWE ID program, one of our local AML wrestlers is on it, Jackson Drake.
Oh.
So I have started following it on X because they've started cutting like little promos and stuff. I'm just very excited for him.
The ID program you follow?
Yeah, it's WWE ID. It's a Twitter thing.
Sorry. I'll tell you somebody they need to get on is Diego Hill.
Hell yeah.
If you don't know Diego Hill, he's on the indie scene. He wrestles for AML and some other companies too, I think. Yeah, he's a young black guy, excellent high flyer.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he reminds me of Ricochet.
Wait, who's the
he's
next
Puerto
one?
Rican also. He has a Puerto Rican flag that he carries.
Oh, he's Puerto Rican also?
I think he has
Wait, who
the
is?
other reason he has a Puerto Rican flag on his pants.
This guy, Diego Hill.
He's awesome.
Very, very good. Like, he's in the indies, but I mean, he could fit in either of the big companies, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't know who he is, look him up. He's, just Diego Hill, Hill. Very good.
I think he'd do a little better in AEW just because he goes slight.
Yeah,
like
definitely.
He's tall, but he's pretty skinny.
He's got like Nick Wayne's body.
He's got
kind of
better body than Nick Wayne.
No.
He's more muscular, but Nick Wayne's like thicker.
I wanted to share a funny thing that it does involve the WWE ID program, but one of the people is one of the people that were like got into it has like a coffee kind of gimmick. I don't know, is something Cappuccino Jones, I think his name
Oh,
is.
I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
I don't know who the hell you're talking about.
Like
I
those
don't.
promos were filmed, like that they posted were filmed like in a cafe. So I'm assuming
Yeah,
that's who you're
pretty
talking about.
much. He always has like coffee with him. I'm like,
Haseen
it was
says happy
hilarious.
holidays. Happy holidays there. Is Ramadan? That's this month, right?
I actually have no idea, and I
What?
honestly hope not.
Oh, I thought it was like December, but I don't know. I thought it was
it really like changes.
Yeah.
It's in February till
Oh,
March.
Yeah, because it's
okay.
usually around the
It's
NBA playoff
March
start
basically.
time.
It's like March,
Yeah.
all March.
Oh, okay. My bad. I
Yeah.
don't know why I thought
It's
that.
like
I remember
like
it because that Turkish player that was on the Celtics that
Yeah.
was
Cantor.
fasting. Yeah.
Enos
Yeah.
Cantor. I don't know what
Yeah.
happened to him. I don't know.
God. Okay. Yeah, things are gonna be probably rough because what's it called? Me working because of usually I eat like snacks and have a
Mm.
drink. It's gonna be so rough,
Wait,
actually.
so you're allowed to eat snacks, just not a meal?
No. I'm saying I usually eat snacks like while I'm working.
Oh, I got you.
Uh,
I see what you. I see what you
yeah,
mean.
and then I also have lunch like in the middle of the day, and I have drinks to keep myself awake.
You can just
Not
drink
gonna have
water,
any of
right?
that.
You can have tea, can't
No, no. I
you? No.
can't drink anything until sunset.
But water, you can drink water, right?
No, not even.
Really? Oh,
Okay.
Yep.
wow. Wow.
Sunrise to sunset, no food, no drinks,
Okay.
nothing.
Wow.
That's intense.
That's
How long
tough.
is
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, that's tough.
Huh?
How long is it? Like how many days?
Sunrise. Oh, it's a month every day for the month
Wow.
Wow.
from sunrise to sunset.
I did not know that it was a
So
whole
that's
month.
why we
Wow.
get up before sunrise, like before dawn, even before
Oh,
dawn.
gee. Mm.
To
Yeah.
eat. Yeah.
It's actually from dawn to sunset. Yeah.
That's really interesting.
So yeah, I'm probably gonna be getting up at like 3 or 4 in the morning.
Isn't that usually when you're going to bed?
Yeah. He's on.
Not anymore
Not anymore, yeah.
because I have work.
Haseen says I'm watching
my
Christmas in Rockefeller Center on Peacock movie tonight. Oh,
Well,
cool.
Is that like a? Are they lighting the
Oh,
tree? Is that the like?
Who would have thought it came down to these two? Who could have ever seen it?
What a twist! It would have been so funny if what's it called, one of the big guys. What's it called? Was the final two, and then it was like, oh, but now it's.
Oh,
I'd love Wardlow to be a secret entrant, and he just crawls out from under the ring and just throws Adam Cole over.
Oh my god!
should have been Brian
Wait,
Cage. Brian Cage and somebody.
You were so excited about the other day that they teased it, but then it never happened.
It would have been
Right,
interesting if it was Brian Cage versus Kyle O'Reilly. What?
Hey,
Is that
Will,
the
what's
match
up?
that you were like freaking out over?
Oh yes, I'm so happy about this match.
Yeah, let's. Yeah,
But,
Will.
I think now that I'm like more, I would like expected it more now because before, like when he came out, it just like sudden, it was like more sudden.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god, yes.
These are weird.
Oh.
I like it.
I also like it.
So yeah, Will, O'Reilly and Cole face each other at Winter is Coming Dynamite, and the winner faces MJF for the ring at World's End pay-per-view
Yep, for
on
the
the
Dynamite.
28th.
Oh wait, have they not broken up yet?
No.
Oh, I didn't
Nope.
realize that.
Ooh. Uh-oh.
Everything is not all right. We have been sitting here for the past hour trying to talk him out of this. You see, MVP is so far up in your head, you're not thinking straight. what we've built, what we've become, has not been done by one person. Not Anthony, not you, and not me. Yes, you're the best wrestler alive, and we have all the faith in the world in you. But you are going about this tonight all wrong. No, he's just not listening. Please talk some sense into him. You call yourself the best wrestler alive? Don't prove it. Okay, thank you for the support. Some support. Thank you. Guys, big match tonight. I need all your support. Hands in on 3. Ready? Break it down. 1, 2, 3. Best wrestler alive.
So, do we think Billy Gunn's on steroids or what? He's like 56 years old, isn't he? He's on steroids, you say?
If I were a betting woman,
Yeah.
I would bet yes. But maybe, I mean, I don't know enough about like old man and issues to know like when testosterone becomes super difficult to occur naturally.
Yeah. I don't know. If I had to bet, I would say yes, he is on steroids, but I don't know.
I don't like to make assumptions.
I make assumptions all the time.
I don't like to publicize my assumptions.
I'm just saying that's all it is an assumption. I have no idea. I just know he's a 50-year-old man with muscles that are bigger than his head.
Yeah.
So
I would assume
that's
he
my
is.
guess.
I would assume the Outrunners are, and I would assume Brian Cage is.
I assume Brian Cage is. I mean, not that. Don't get anybody get me wrong. I don't care. It's their body. They can do what they want. I don't care. I'm interested. I would be interested to know who is natural and who is on steroids. Should be interesting.
I also don't care as long as they're making healthy life choices and they're closely monitoring everything.
Well, steroids aren't really a healthy life choice. They mess with your sperm and they mess with your heart.
Mm-hmm.
And Derek,
just anabolic steroids.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Derek says the Jamie Hayter and Julia Hart feud sounds intriguing. Yeah, definitely. I can't wait.
I'm definitely excited for that.
Yeah.
I think the build's been pretty cool too, without like even having Julia there, you know.
And Derek says he met Billy Gunn at WrestleCade. He's a mild-mannered, very nice guy. Seems that way, yeah. We saw him. I didn't meet him, but we saw him. He was over there with the Acclaimed, of course. It was WrestleCade is so crazy. Yeah, if you didn't know, we went to a wrestling convention this past weekend in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, and just like 150 different wrestlers there. You know, like Derek said, you look over here, here's Billy Gunn and the Acclaimed. You look to your right, there's fucking Danhausen.
Mm-hmm.
You look over here, there's Mick Foley. It's just wild.
Yeah.
Oh my
Wild.
God.
We'll do like a brief show on it at some
Yeah,
point.
we should. We haven't yet, but yeah, we'll do a brief synopsis of it, maybe like 15 minutes or something like that. Just
Show some
I
pictures
find it
of the video.
This is going exactly how I wanted.
the match.
Yeah, I'm sorry. For some reason, I'm just loving this bullying of Caster.
I'm for Caster.
I just find it hilarious that Swerve's just bullying.
Oof. Yeah, he's yeah.
To
Swerve's
be
gonna
fair,
win
yeah.
unless the Hurt Syndicate interferes. Swerve's winning.
Yeah.
Oh, but wait, it's the
Oh my God.
oh no, this is not the Continental Classic. Never mind.
No.
One more thing from WrestleCade. I have discovered that Max Caster more attractive in person than on television. He's a handsome
He's a
gentleman,
nice looking guy, that's for
Yeah.
sure.
and he has like kind eyes. Like they don't read well on television. Like I feel like he can pull a heel off really well on TV, but in person, I feel like he would have like a harder time doing that because he looks nice, you know.
Everyone we met was really nice.
Where's Hobbs?
I have no idea.
Good question. Well, here he is, right there.
I meant
Wait,
on
what?
my television.
Oh,
We gotta. I hope I don't fall out of this chair. Trying to show you. Hey, there we go. I'll just do this.
You are not good at this.
Oh, I did it.
You're showing us Thunder Rosa.
I can do it. There we go. We got an autographed Powerhouse Hobbs picture.
Not from WrestleFan.
Yeah, no,
But from
not.
the AEW, not Luke Crates, what is it? AEW All Elite.
Yeah. Yeah, they send an autographed picture every month, which is like the best part of it. The AEW crate.
Nah, the shirts are the best part. You get a lot of stuff,
Yeah.
including 2 AEW shirts for $40 total.
2 AEW shirts that are only available in the
Yeah.
crate.
Yeah, it's a good deal.
They're not paid.
Yeah,
Beat his ass.
if you want to pay us AEW, though, we will happily accept your money.
What move did he win with? I didn't see.
It's not over yet for me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh my god, the slow.
I'm sorry. I thought you were ahead of us. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. No, that was hilarious. He just crawled into the pit. He won with a house call.
Well,
Thank you.
thank you. Well,
As
that was a squash match.
that was a squash.
I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Yeah, I don't understand why so many people are down on Max Caster. I think he's good, but not great in the
He's-
ring.
Yeah, it's just like I don't know. I feel like it's just like
He's abrasive.
yeah, and he also like causes unnecessary trouble and the fact that like
Oh,
I don't like this best wrestler
You
alive
miss.
idea. Yeah.
I don't mind it. I mean, it's funny.
Uh,
But
I don't
yeah, I don't
know.
know. It's funny to me, but I don't know. It seems like they should be spending their time with some other kind of moniker or gimmick for him.
Yeah.
because it's so obviously not true. But he's
Yeah.
good. He's good in the ring. He has room to improve. He's got a pretty good elbow drop, and he's great on the mic. I mean, I like Caster. I really do. I think he's got a lot of potential. I don't think he's achieved his potential yet.
That looks insane in that
Oh.
picture.
Yes, he does. Pack and Jay White. That shit ought to be hot.
Interesting. So Swerve said Lashley we're not done. So we're probably gonna get Swerve and Lashley again. Which is good.
Yeah, I figured that wasn't over.
Brody King and Claudio. This has been a good show
Yeah.
so far.
And we're getting a lot of wrestling.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Fisher's Event
I hope
Center.
Brody beats Claudio, like selfishly. I feel like Claudio's probably gonna win, but I personally want Brody to win.
It'd be nice if Brody won, especially after Claudio beat Ricochet.
Yeah.
But Brody beat Darby. That was a Continental Classic, right?
Yeah. Brody beat Darby.
We need some sort of like board back here.
Yeah, I was gonna
Some sort of standings board.
do like a color printout of their little score thing. And then we can just tape numbers
Exactly.
over it. But it would be like the size of a sheet of paper. Is that
All
okay?
right.
Make it
I'm
bigger.
probably gonna
Okay.
get a little bit of food.
Go
I'll be
for it.
back.
Oh my god, what the fuck is this a commercial
This is
for?
Nosferatu.
Oh shit. I was like, that's scary. Oh, this looks so good.
That's that guy from Renfield in it. The one who plays Renfield?
I thought Renfield was. Oh, I don't know.
Because he was on that, I think he was on that Arthur show about King Arthur for like a long time.
If you like horror and you've never seen Nosferatu, the original, I believe it was the first filmic adaptation. It's Dracula. It's the Dracula story, but the filmmakers ripped it off and called it Nosferatu and changed the name. But that's what it is. It's an adaptation of the novel Dracula by Bram Stoker, and they ended up getting sued, I think. But the original Nosferatu is silent. Sometimes you can find like an organ score with it. Make sure it's not some fan score or some bullshit. But you can find like scores with it. And then it's silent, so the dialogue comes up on cards, and then you go back to the movie and blah blah blah. Excellent movie, excellent. And Count Orlok, the vampire in it, Dracula, the Dracula character, is creepy as fuck. And you can probably find it on YouTube or something. I think it's old enough, maybe, that the copyright has expired. I'm not sure on that. But Nosferatu, the original, if you like horror, yeah, and you've not seen it, check it out. Very good. And for my money, the first really good horror film ever made.
I believe it was the second telling of the vampire story.
Oh, excuse me. What was the first?
It had like a really long, maybe French name. It was on Joe Bob.
Oh.
He mentioned it.
Oh, excuse me.
I mean, I could be wrong because my memory is terrible, but I'm pretty sure that's what he said.
Oh, well, it was the first English language
Yeah.
adaptation of Dracula.
And in October, like a lot of art theaters, like in bigger cities, have viewings where they have a live organist.
Yeah, we saw years ago, we went to Greensboro at the historic haunted Carolina Theater, and supposedly haunted. And yeah, there's a live organist doing a score for it, and that was awesome.
That was really cool, yeah.
There were these two people behind us who were talking the first 5 minutes, and I turned around and said, "Hey, why don't you two shut the fuck up?" And they shut the fuck up. So that was very nice. They're like talking and laughing. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. It's like, why'd you even fucking come? This is a serious, like, if you like film, this is a serious thing. Yeah, they shut up. I'm glad I didn't have to say him the second time. Because I would have used the Seinfeld line when George gets pissed off, where he said, he's like, if you can't be quiet, I'm going to take you outside and show you what it's like.
Ugh, I'm always so scared to go places with him.
What? No.
Everybody in the company was happy. I mean, there wasn't this
That's mean.
Sure,
the world title.
I don't want you to get beat up or murdered, or get me murdered.
And then you turned on me. For what?
But you're good. You have restraint.
So I was gonna turn on you first. You want to be
Yeah, but talking in the movies, I got no patience for that shit. That's why I barely go to the movies. Derek says I'm thinking Swerve versus Lashley 2 at World's End. Kind of the way it looks, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're gonna have to face your best friend Kyle O'Reilly and beat them. Just to get an opportunity to get your hands on me at World's End for my Dynamite Diamond ring, and to make matters worse, because of you.
Wait, they're saying Roger Stone has a broken arm?
John Moxley has picked it up and he has taken over All Elite Wrestling, and he rules with an iron fist. People are getting murdered every week, Adam, and it's all on you.
What?
I'm sick of it. I'm sick of you walking around pretending you're the hero, but really, you're the villain.
It's like his head has changed shape.
He called him jaundiced.
Because I don't think you can beat Kyle O'Reilly. Matter of fact, I know you can't beat him.
He's like the head of a football player now.
Next week.
You think so?
His face is like, it goes down now and then over.
He might be on the roids. Who knows? That's one of the side effects. It makes your head bigger.
Oh, good thing you've never done steroids. You like wouldn't be able to make it to the door.
Barry Bonds. That's what happened to the all-time home run champ. His head suddenly grew when he turned 40 years old. It grew like a size and a half. And he hit more home runs than he had hit when he was like 30. Ridiculous. He never got caught cheating, though. Never got caught. But this is like an open secret that Barry Bonds was cheating.
Probably because they didn't want him to get caught. So, because I'm sure he was bringing in a lot of money.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. To me, Hank Aaron is still the home run champ. But baseball has a long history of people cheating whenever they can. So, I don't know, it's in the record books. Barry Bonds is the all-time home run leader. There we go. Hopefully Wolf comes back for this one. Jay White versus Pac. This ought to be pretty fucking good here.
Wait, what's the main event going to be? Claudio?
I think so.
God, I would put this as the main event. That's crazy.
Mm. I just want to hype some. Oh, wait. They're talking about Austin Gunn. I keep meaning to look. Does anyone know what's happened to the Guns, Austin and Colton?
I think they just said.
Yeah.
They're like
Well.
out with kayfabe injury, maybe, or like actual injury. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I want to hype one more time. Tomorrow night we're doing a WCW Starrcade watch along. Starrcade 1990. Main event Sting versus the Black Scorpion for the world title. It's gonna be myself, K Fabulous, and a new friend, Juice Springsteen, is gonna be there. And yeah, it's gonna be on our YouTube. It's gonna be on X. It'll be on K Fabulous's Twitch channel. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Join us. Starts at 7:50. The actual show we will start at 8:00 on the dot. So try and be there early, because we got to start at the same time, so we're synced up.
How are we going to run down the cards if you don't want to know the results? Like, how?
Sometimes you can find spoiler-free cards on
Oh.
online. Sometimes.
I've been thinking about Wheeler Yuta.
Is that right?
Huh?
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And how, like, not over he is, like,
Yeah.
ever.
Yeah.
They need to put him with someone that can talk
Yes.
and that talks for him.
Well, Moxley.
No, but he talks for the whole group. He needs a manager and to be by himself and someone to, like, inject personality into him for him. Because like, it seemed like the Blackpool Combat Club would have been a good fit, like wrestling wise, kind of. At least as far as like an up and comer. But then when Regal left, they didn't have like a spokesman anymore, really.
Yeah.
Like he needs someone that's not a wrestler.
Yeah.
To be his mouthpiece.
Well, he could join the Hurt Syndicate, but it seems like they want it to be all black wrestlers. But I think Wheeler Yuta would be great. He would be a great addition to that stable. And have MVP talking for him.
He scouted Commander at one point.
Oh, that's true. That's
Yeah.
true. Okay. But they were all black in WWE, and they're all black right now. I was just assuming that's what they want it to be.
Aren't there only two of them right now?
Well, 3 MVP, Shelton Benjamin,
Well,
Bobby Lashley.
He's the head. He doesn't count.
I don't know. That's what it is, Faz B, what's up? It says Dynamite has been going smoothly. Yeah, I think it's been very good so far. Says I love the vignette before the match. Are you talking about this one just now? Did I miss something?
Are you talking about the Julia Hart, what's her name? Jamie Hayter vignette?
And he also says, yeah, I meant to mention this, but he mentioned it. He says, I love the arena being lit up too, not dark like most of the time. Yeah, that dark lighting really takes some of the energy out of the show. They used to, when the crowds were bigger, they used to light it up more. And here we have it more lit up, and yeah, it feels more energetic than usual.
Mm-hmm.
This is probably the first time they've been in Fishers, Indiana, I bet. So, yeah, good crowd.
over Hangman and Page. It's JY.
Be interesting to see what they do to get their attendance up. You know, they got to do something next year.
Well, they're booking smaller venues. That's a big step, I think.
Well, no, but get their attendance up. I
Yeah,
said.
I'm back.
But I mean, I think like
Yeah.
watching the weekly show and seeing like, oh, there's a bunch of people there.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's
Because the
getting
arena's
Jay
smaller,
White.
like you can actually see the crowd. You can see they're having fun.
Yeah.
Instead of just like guessing whether they're actually enjoying themselves or not.
Did anything happen before this match?
Whatever that chemical substance that
Yeah. Were you here for MV? Yeah, you were here for that part. I meant.
MJF did a promo.
Yeah. Oh, maybe that's what he
Oh,
said.
I didn't see.
For vignette.
MJF did a promo about Adam Cole.
Uh,
It said he thinks he's a good guy, but he's a bad guy. Basically, that was it.
I see.
Is that it?
They called him jaundiced.
He called him jaundiced. Yeah, he has been looking a little yellow lately. Adam Cole.
I
Yeah.
saw
Baz B here says before every match today, they do a video as of why this match is happening. Okay, maybe I've missed that. I always end up talking to y'all so much. I miss a lot. I'm sorry. I always watch Dynamite a second time after we do the watch along, so I can just watch it. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that they're doing that because I think for people that are tuning in for the first time, especially if they watched AEW like early on and then gave it up for a while and are part of that like they don't do stories camp, I feel like this is a good way to allow newcomers to be like, oh, this is why this is going on.
And they're going to need to do more of that when they go to Max.
Yeah,
Like
for
they
sure.
have to. It would be dumb if they don't. Now, I don't like the WWE deals where they like spoon feed you the stories and hit you over the head with it. It's like, yeah, I get it. I know.
I also really hope they don't start doing recaps of like what happened in the episode you're watching.
Yeah.
That is my number one WWE complaint.
But they definitely need to start in January. Definitely recaps, or just stick with it from now on. Because hopefully they're going to get a lot of new eyes on the product starting in January.
Yeah.
And Faz B says Adam Cole wasn't too yellow today, but Switchblade is orange today. Yes, he is.
Yep.
I saw
He's the most tanned British man in the history of the world. Oh wait, he's not British. He's from New Zealand, isn't he?
New Zealand, yeah.
Yeah, never mind. I'm sorry.
I saw a video from like when Hangman Adam Page was on the Indies and he ran out of bronzer.
I saw
and
that.
Get to his back.
I saw that.
It was funny.
I wonder if that was a gimmick or if it was.
I'm hoping it was a gimmick because you would assume that someone backstage could be like, "Here, you can use mine,"
Fans B here says, I think AEW just needs 5 minutes in the beginning just to do a video of what's coming and why. That's it. That would be helpful too. Yeah. I mean, definitely. What I was talking about was they need to find a way to communicate if they're not going to have a lot of promos, which I hope they don't have. That's part of what I like about AEW. That's a big thing I like about AEW. If they're not going to do promos, they have to have some way to get across these guys and gals' personalities to the new viewers. So that's kind of what I meant by doing vignettes, whatever you want to call them. Little it doesn't have to be anything big, just 2 minutes, a minute and a half, 2 minutes. But yeah, they've got to do some of that to familiarize people with the characters in January, or they're not going to be able to capitalize on the opportunity.
I also think they need to work on depicting their character as they walk down the ramp.
Yeah,
If that makes
yeah,
sense. Like
yeah. Almost
they're
no one has
almost
an
never
entrance.
does anything. Like
The Young Bucks do.
Yeah. But I mean, like, I don't care if they don't have. Like,
House of Black has an
Yeah.
entrance.
I don't care if they don't have like a move that they do or a catchphrase. I'm just saying, like, you should be conveying your personality through how you walk
Yeah,
down to the ring.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Even like just like heels like jaw jacking at the crowd or like walking down really determined if this has like been a thing that's been building up. I just feel like they don't do almost any of that.
Yeah, you're right. I don't like it in WWE where they do like a whole cheerleader routine now. But you're right. There needs to be a middle ground where they communicate their character in the entrance. Yeah. And you got to think like they made a fucking huge deal with Max. They got to bring Pyro back, right?
Yeah.
I don't even know
You got
how they're
to.
doing it.
The only one who gets Pyro is Orange Cassidy, isn't it?
Hangman gets fire every time.
At the pay per view, you mean?
That's
Yeah.
weird. We might get it on the
Okay,
shows
perfect.
too, though.
Derek says Switchblade looks like he's been living in his tanning bed. Yeah.
Yep.
We saw him at WrestleCade, or I did. Did you see him?
Jay White?
Yeah, he was next to Juice Robinson.
I did not see him.
Oh.
No. But the guns weren't there. The gun sons weren't there. Faz B says wrestlers need to turn into superstars, go on talk shows, the news, or just walk around the city. Yep. That's what they used to do. Taking pictures to attract more new fans. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Yeah.
I haven't heard. Is one of the guns like injured? Because I don't know.
Where's
Because
That's what we were saying earlier. I don't know what's up with them. I assume one of them is injured, so they're both staying off TV.
maybe, but
Well,
because
I think-
I don't know. I don't know.
I
Austin
haven't heard
went off
any.
TV first with a kayfabe injury. At least it seemed kayfabe at the
Yeah.
time. And Colton kept showing up. And then Colton stopped coming. They did like a little synopsis of what's happening with the Bang Bang Gang when Jay White was coming out to the ring. I didn't hear everything, but I think they addressed, like, at least storyline wise, why the gun's not there.
The Bang Bang Gang might need to break up. They keep having terrible luck with injuries.
Yeah.
Like they haven't been together to get their like faction
sucks,
going.
yeah.
Like it
Yeah.
should. Like it should be.
Yeah,
They
definitely.
should be one of the strongest factions in the company. But they always end up with like one or two guys out. Right now,
Yeah.
3 guys out.
Wait, why should they be one of the strongest factions in the company?
Because they have Jay White, who's a former IWGP champion, Juice Robinson, who everyone likes, and the Guns, who are former World Tag Team champions.
Oh, okay. Oh,
That's why.
that's good. I was just curious.
Faz B says
Not
they're
only that, but I'm looking through Juice Robinson's accolades.
Yeah, I know nothing about him until he showed up in AEW, honestly.
Then we fell in love.
Here, Faz B here says they're too lazy one day and don't want to promote. Only Darby Allin and Orange Cassidy. Mostly it's Tony Khan.
Juice
AEW
Robinson is.
Oh, let me finish.
Hit love is
He says AEW needs to get everyone involved to grow this company. Yeah. All right, go ahead.
I thought that was I didn't see the rest of the sentence. My bad.
Sorry.
Juice Robinson is a 3-time IWGP United States Heavyweight Champion.
That's right.
A 1-time IWGP Tag Team Champion with David Finlay. 1-time Impact World Tag Team Champion with David Finlay, and not like this matters because FCW was developmental. FCW was NXT before NXT. With 2-time Florida Tag Team Champion, which was FCW Tag Team Champs. 1 time with Donnie Marlowe, who is a Tongan. Tongaloa. 1 time with Tongaloa and 1 time with Jason Jordan.
Okay. All right.
So mostly a tag team guy, but had some singles.
Yeah. Speaking of, you mentioned, WWE there. Speaking of WWE, we're back to doing WWE coverage. Wolf and I, and maybe K Fabulous, are doing a watch along of SmackDown Friday. Nope, she's not doing it. Wolf and I are doing a watch along of SmackDown Friday at 7:55, and Sunday we're bringing back WWE Weekly. It's going to be 7:30 Sunday night. Wolf and I are going to be doing that. So if you like WWE, yeah, check us out for that. We're going to be doing WWE and AEW and retro stuff. So trying to do a little more content. So stick with us, and if there's something you want to see, let me know.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
As of right now,
I'm bring here for the WWE pay-per-views, probably at least part of them.
As of right now, I don't think we have like anything announced for SmackDown. We're probably gonna see Darth Nakamura.
This is a disaster for Jay White. He's got it locked in. This is unbelievable. Jay White's
Baz B here says AEW should do a split and have Jay White as the world champion on Collision.
His mouth is
I'm not
big.
sure what I feel about a split.
Yeah, I don't know.
It could help them out, but
Maybe
they have so
but-
much talent. I love being able to think any night we could get, talent A versus talent B who've never faced each other,
This
Right.
is why I think they should have a brand split, but have like a third of their company is on this show, a third is on that show, and the other third roves between. And
Yeah.
it's not like they can occasionally swap out,
Right.
That could work.
I
I
just think more
saw-
people would be interested in attending if they knew who they were possibly going to see. Like if
Yeah.
you're a huge Malachi Black fan, but like for a while they were only on Collision, you knew that if you went to Collision, you'd probably see Malachi Black.
Yep.
But now
Yep.
it's like, who the fuck knows,
Yep.
Mexican Max says wrestling the best ever. AEW the best ever. I'm with you there. Says Dr. Britt Baker, the next AEW TBS champion. I don't know
No,
about that one.
absolutely not.
I don't know about that one. Yeah.
Never again are we
quarterback.
getting that match, please.
Nope, somebody
No.
just won. Jay White, I think, just won. Yeah.
Oh. Oh.
Faz B said a split is needed. That way, no more 4 versus 4 or 2 versus 2. What's wrong with 2 versus 2? Tag matches.
Yeah, I don't get what's happening.
I don't get that.
Unbelievable. Just takes 1 second.
Mexican Max says Sky Blue needs to return.
Mm.
Yeah, Kay was saying she saw her at WrestleCade this past weekend.
That
and
would be
she-
so hilarious if we got Jay White versus Marina Shafir.
And she didn't seem injured,
Right.
so
Well, she's-
maybe she is coming back.
She's not on crutches anymore. At least she wasn't at WrestleCade, and she was wearing like stiletto high heels, which like if you have an injured leg, that's a terrible idea. So I'm guessing she's probably healed.
Faz B says Britt is done. I don't know about
I
that.
don't know about that either. She closed down at least partially closed down her dentistry business. Like she's not working as a dentist right now.
Oh,
I think because of her like mini strokes that she was having.
was that her? That wasn't her.
What was wrong with her? She had something where she was like blacking out.
No, that was
That was Serena Deeb.
Serena Deeb.
No, but remember Britt Baker came back and she said what was wrong with her, and it was like
Oh,
this like wild thing.
I'm not sure. I don't remember. And Faz B says 2 versus 2 equals potatoes. I have no idea what the fuck you're saying.
No, that was her because Serena Deeb was having seizures.
I'm not sure. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll take your word for it.
Oh
Derek
boy.
says Switchblade had that surprisingly awesome win.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this one.
Oh, who's coming?
Hey man.
Hangman.
Hanger.
And Mexican Max says Julia Hart coming back. Ain't she as a face?
I
She
think
is
so.
coming back.
I think
don't know.
she's a heel because
heel,
she's feuding with,
Oh, Jamie Hater.
or probably it's gonna be like the rest of the House of Black where she switches.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, she'll be a heel for that feud with Hater, but maybe the next feud
Oh.
she'll be the face.
Whoa.
What do you think about the World Heavyweight
Oh.
Champion? Not
You're ahead of us again.
Oh. Interesting.
Oh shit!
All right. Hello.
Wow. That's awesome.
That's crazy. Orange Cassidy's.
I never expected that. That's cool.
That would be so hilarious if we got like a mishmash team of Orange Cassidy, Hangman Adam Page, and Jay White
Yeah.
against the Death Riders. Yeah, that would be
Sounds
hilarious.
good to me. Sounds good to me. Get him! Oh shit, that looked good. Get his ass! Oh, right in the heart.
hit the jaw on my heart.
Get him! Oh yes. Moxley no sold it. Nope, didn't no sell that.
Shake hands, gentlemen.
I'm guessing instead of
Oh
I'm
man!
guessing instead of Christian, the possible fatal 4-way for the world title will be Cassidy, Hangman, Jay, and Mox.
Maybe.
And Christian
Kinda...
still has the contract. Yep.
Nope, there he is. Back there.
Yeah.
I thought they were maybe leading up to a 3-on-3.
Yeah, I don't know. It's
I don't know. Yeah.
definitely.
I'd
still
love a
gotta-
mixed 4
I mean,
person
maybe we
tag
get
with Solo and
a triple threat number 1 contender match. I don't know.
I tell you what I don't like is Moxley doesn't bring the belt out with him.
Well, that's what I was starting to say before.
I don't like that.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
They need to have
It's
the
a
belt on
terrible idea,
television.
yeah.
Yeah. What the fuck is
Yeah.
this?
That's
an
the
advertisement for their truck.
the vignette for World's End.
Tony Khan has invested heavily in trucks and sand, so he's trying to feature that as much as possible.
Mexican Mac says Sammy Guevara and Ty Mello the best ever in wrestling history. I'm glad you
I
like
don't
it.
know about
I love Sammy. I don't think he's the best ever, but I love him. Yeah.
I think I've only seen Ty
Um,
wrestle like 3 times, and she was okay. I mean, she was good for AEW at the time, for sure.
I'm more of a face-to-face.
I look forward to her returning.
And Faz B says Orange Cassidy is having the time of his life with Maria.
Marina.
Oh, Marina.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mothers is pissed off about that. Just like you. For whatever reason, I don't know. I don't know how many times I have to say this to you and anybody that will listen. I came back to right wrongs. I came back to settle scores, and that has nothing to do with you. I was on the cusp of something great. I could feel it in my bones and feel it in my gut. And for that to be ripped away from you, it changes you, man. That's why this International Women's Cup means a lot to me. And I'm very determined to take it all the way. I'm ready to fight anytime, any place. But you can't fight what you can't see. So how about this? I come find you. And on your comeback, you're gonna lay knocked out on the mat.
all right.
The first thing you see is me.
All right.
All right.
Pretty damn good Dynamite so far.
Yep.
Pretty good. That was
Pretty
awesome with Orange Cassidy. I did not expect that from him. You know,
Yep.
that was cool.
Yeah, I honestly didn't think he'd show up, but
Yeah, I'm digging the Death Riders versus the other top AEW guys. I think they're doing it very well. Except Moxley needs to carry the fucking belt out with him. I don't get what they're doing. They need to have their belt
yeah, I
on.
don't entirely like that either.
I don't like that. Somebody need or Marina can carry it. So it needs to be on TV.
Yeah.
Because
for
you
sure.
tune in now, it looks like nobody's the world champion because there's no belt. You know?
Yep. Pretty much.
You gotta have a top champ. You gotta have a top guy. And woman. So here, I'll hype it one more time. If you just tuned in, we are doing a WCW Starrcade 1990 watch along tomorrow at 7:50. That's 750. It's available on Peacock. On the WWE section. You just go to WCW Starrcade 1990. So yeah, it's gonna be myself, K Fabulous, and a new friend, Juice Springsteen. So hopefully we all work together well, and I think it'll be a very good time. We would love to have Wolf, but he doesn't have Peacock. But yeah, I'm trying to do some WCW stuff this month because we don't know what's happening to the content. You know, is it going away? Is it going to Netflix? Is it staying on Peacock? It seems like it's leaving Peacock, doesn't it?
Yeah, it is.
That's what I thought. Makes me
Sure.
nervous. Makes me nervous.
I thought they had the contract for their older stuff till 2026.
That's what I heard, but apparently not.
Well, apparently it's all moving to Netflix, so
I hope so. I hope so.
siphoning your money.
Well, you know what? We just got a really good deal actually. We got Netflix and Max for $10 a month.
Pretty nice.
Through Verizon. It's the ones with ads, but whatever. It's $10 a month. I can, that's fine. I'll deal with it. So wait, do you have Netflix? Are you gonna be able to do Raw? And
I mean, I'll probably be able to pirate it as always, but
I got you.
yeah.
Oh, here's Jericho.
King of New York, coming to you live from Hell's Kitchen in the Bronx with a New York Minute. As the Ring of Honor champion, I am so excited about Final Battle happening on December 20th live.
Oh shit!
Get your tickets now.
I'm.
While you're in Beantown, come check out the other two shows at the Hammerstein Ballroom on the 21st and December 22nd. Christmas Collision and a Dynamite on 34th Street. You don't want to miss these shows. It's going to be a rock and roll party. And speaking of a
I need
party,
to make sure I have that on my calendar.
Texas, live Saturday, July 12th. Tickets are already available at the pre-sale at AEWTix.com with the general on sale going on Monday, December 9th at 10 a.m.
Yes, I do. So we will be doing an ROH Final Battle watch along on the 20th.
I'm going to give you more information on that.
So I know K Fabulous and I
On
will.
ROH. Okay.
What'd you say, Wolf?
All right. We're figuring it out. We're gonna find out on ROH. He's having a TV time segment on ROH.
Are you gonna watch Final Battle with us?
Yeah, probably. Let's see how it goes. Who are these? Who?
Sure. My apologies. I thought you were him. You know, he couldn't run a while ago.
Who the hell?
Really?
It's like a budget Daniel Bryan or Bryan Danielson, excuse me.
Hold on. Is this?
I'll tell you what. This outlaw returns. This whole town's in trouble. Around these parts, he's a wanted man.
Yes.
I haven't seen it. We haven't seen it yet.
Most wanted.
Oh yes,
Bandito's on his way back.
Oh yes. Wow, this episode has been great. They've been coming with the surprises here. It's nice. Let's see. Derek says, I'm thinking Switchblade, Hangman, and Orange Cassidy versus Moxley, Yuta, and Pac. Probably on Winter's Coming. I think you may be right there. Curvin Abreu, thanks for joining us. Says AEW lacks interesting storylines over too many matches. I can hear you. I can hear what you're saying. I think they're I'm not trying to sound like a jerk. I don't think they care. You know, I think a lot of their matches they just want to put on and have a good match. Yeah. But if they're going to get their ratings up, they need to have a little more story. Yeah, I hear you.
I think too, like what you were saying earlier, they take too many breaks mid storyline,
Right. Yeah.
and then like drop it for a few months and then come back to it. Which, if you're not a weekly watcher,
Yeah,
it's gonna seem so disjointed.
Yeah.
You know.
Mm-hmm. Faz B says Jericho's video reminds me of an old school promotion. Yeah, it definitely did. That was cool. Derek says, my goodness, Bandito is coming back. Can't wait. Neither can I. He's fucking awesome. Faz B, same thing, man. I miss Bandito. It won't let me show his comment though. Kevin Abreu, the AEW product is ice cold. You're entitled to your opinion. I don't agree with you, but wrestling is subjective. So, Are you watching the show right now, Curvin? Fazby says, I'm sorry. Both Anna Jay and Penelope Ford haven't improved at all. Anna Jay has.
Yeah, I'll say Anna Jay.
And don't deserve to be on Dynamite. Wow.
Yeah, I would disagree about Anna Jay. Penelope Ford, I never saw her wrestle before she was gone for a few years.
Yeah.
So I can't really talk about it as far as like she's improved or not, but I feel like she needs some more work before being.
I feel
featured.
like Anna Jay has improved a bit. She hasn't really had too many like big match. Like the only big matches she's had are like obvious matches that she's obviously losing.
Well, if she won in that eliminator match, I thought
True.
that was excellent.
I guess that's true, but which was honestly a very good match. But yeah, Penelope Ford.
If she weren't a white chick with nice tits, she wouldn't be on TV as much. Let's be honest.
Are they my Anna Jay or Penelope?
Anna Jay. Anna Jay. Let's be honest.
Penelope Ford. I think right now she's in the phase of dusting off the rust because she's been gone for like 2 years.
So wouldn't you have someone dust off the rust on Rampage?
I mean, pretty sure she's on Rampage too, but yeah.
I mean, she's been on Dynamite several times.
I hear what Faz B is saying. I mean, instead of Anna Jay, we could be watching Thunder Rosa. We could be watching Jamie Hayter have a match.
Trish Adora.
Trish Adora, yeah, who's
a girl.
Ring of Honor usually, I think.
Yeah, she's part of the infantry.
She's very good.
Awesome.
Yeah, Anna Jay definitely not the first woman I would pick to have a match at a show I paid for. No, yeah.
I think part of it, and this might sound bad, but I think they feel like indebted to the women who are AEW originals.
Yeah.
But they've moved on like so much as far as quality of matches in the women's division now that it looks like bad to have them on instead of the better women that they've hired since then. I don't know.
Faz B says Anna Jay is getting the push because of Jack Perry. Is that confirmed or is that just a thought of yours?
It's probably an assumption based on the fact that Anna Jay and Jack Perry are dating.
Yeah.
But they've been dating for like years.
Yeah. I don't know. But no, I genuinely think what's it called? I genuinely think that Anna Jay has been improving. I think her run in Stardom was was very helpful.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I feel like now her push has kind of been earned with the Stardom run. I feel like they were pushing her on us before that, and I hated it.
She was terrible.
Oh my god. Anytime she was on TV, I was like, why the fuck are they wasting my time? But
white chick with nice tits.
Well, yeah. But there's a lot of those. I mean,
yeah, she's pretty attractive though. Traditionally attractive.
Yeah, it just always bothered me that she had that like loudmouth fat ass thing or whatever.
Yeah.
Like she does not have a fat ass.
I don't know, little. For a white girl.
There's like barely a booty there.
Kirk Crimson, what's up? Says
W.
little behind.
Kirk. Hello, Kirk.
You know him?
Yes. I like Kirk.
He's on your Twitch, yeah.
Yes.
Little behind. Sorry, just watching Anna Jay versus Penelope Ford match now. Yeah, that's what we're on. That's what we're watching.
That's what's on right now. Yep.
We're getting a Prime Video / Ram truck commercial. I find it interesting that Penelope and Kip are not doing any storyline together right now. You know, like they're doing their own thing. It's kind of nice.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I'm not sure how well she would fit in with Christian's family. You know,
But I mean, like before
patriarchy. Excuse
before
me.
she left, like all of her storyline that I saw was completely tied to Kip's. So that's nice. What?
Who is that a picture of?
The Fast and Furious guy, I think.
Oh,
Um,
what?
no,
Family.
Yeah.
Vin Diesel.
probably yes. I think
Family.
it's Vin Diesel. Yep.
I love those movies.
Yeah, Kirk. Yeah, the family is it's one of his emotes.
It's all about family. Yep, that's true. We've seen the first 7 of them. Pretty good. Pretty enjoyable.
I love them. It is not something I thought I would enjoy.
Me neither. Yeah.
Every time we watch it, like a newer one and a newer one, I love it even more.
Very cool stunts and very cool stunt driving in those.
I think that there was like one I didn't really care that much for.
Number 1. Oh, you said 1?
Mhm.
You mean number 1?
No, there was
Oh.
a movie in the series.
Signature victory, and you gotta move here. Since her return from
I want to say it was 2, but I don't remember too well enough to say that definitively.
2 had Paul Walker, and I think Ludacris was in it. I could be wrong there. Could
Is
be
that the one? Which was the one with no Vin Diesel? Wasn't there one without him?
2
Yeah, that was it then.
and 3. He wasn't in 3 either. I don't think. No.
accelerates to the perfectly executed recommendation for
Faz B said I would rather see Deonna Purrazzo, Sheeta, Deeb, and Thunder Rosa on Dynamite. I agree with you there. Yeah, 100%.
Regarding Dion, I'm gonna slightly rant because
Yeah, all right.
Diana, I have a problem with how they're booking her because just the fact she's not been showing up on TV for like a while. She's like shown up like briefly with Taya on like Rampage exclusively. And I'm like, why? Like I'm okay with it if it's like trying to like slowly make this faction get people like Taya Valkyrie like uplift them, but like you really need to start the ball rolling because right now this Vendetta faction is just not working right now. It's just not cutting it because you're not booking them.
Oh, nice moonsault.
But you don't dislike Deanna. You want her booked more.
I want her booked more. Yes, I love Deanna, but like the fact that she's being not booked, like,
Yeah.
or she's like booked once a month on Rampage is like disgraceful. Because like this is a former women's world champion in TNA. Like she's like one of the women's champions. She's like the iconic one. Like before Jordan, before Trinity, like before Trinity, what's it called? Deanna was like I'm pretty sure she's like the longest or like one of the longest reigning women's Impact champion, whatever. TNA Impact champions.
I want to put her in the like top 5 women in AEW, you know?
No.
I mean, I get what you're saying that she should be booked better and be booked, period. But like,
but she could be presented as like close to that, as like a clear main eventer, like clear, like like always a women's world title contender. Right now, it's like I would say it's a struggle to even imagine her as a TBS title contender. Like besides
the series that she had with Thunder Rosa was really awesome.
That was good, and I wanted I want more of that basically.
Yeah.
But like I don't know.
What sucks though is like they did a lot of that on Rampage, and like there's nothing wrong with Rampage, but it's their least watched show.
Like because like the only time they did it, like like on pay-per-view, like was Double or Nothing pre-show. Like I was like, what? That deserves way bigger than that. That deserves so big. Oh, I don't know.
Michael Mack recommended 2 movies to us: the original True Grit and Big Jake. Why did you recommend those? I mean, anyways, I mean that's cool, but I don't understand.
We were talking about how much we liked Fast and the Furious. And
We were talking about fast. We were talking about movies. My bad. And Michael says Deonna Purrazzo, the next big thing in AEW, possibly. I mean, yeah, she has potential to be used well. Yeah, and the next AEW Women's World Champion. I don't know about that one, but it could. I don't know about that one, but could be. I mean, she's good. I'm not dissing her. She's just not in a position. The way they use her, she's not in a position to be the next world champion. You know. I don't think. I mean, like Wolf said, when's the last time we saw Purrazzo at? Is it 0 hour? Wolf's in the zone. He has no idea.
no, he said the
Sorry,
0
I'm
hour
just-
Double or Nothing. She's wrestled since then.
No, I'm saying like she's like
Oh my
the
goodness.
series of Thunder Rosa and Deanna, like she like that should have been more than like on pay-per-view, more on like bigger like spot than Double or Nothing pre-show. Like that Double or Nothing 0 hour. Like that should have been on the main card. I don't know why it was on the 0 hour. And I thought it was on a 0 hour because, like, oh, they didn't build it up enough. They just started. They'll do it again next pay per view. No, we ended it on Collision, which is fine. But like,
Well, I'm like Serena Deeb. Where the fuck is she?
Yeah, I don't know.
she's facing Willow.
When?
Collision next week.
Okay. So Willow's all
Not
better.
Yes.
Good.
And Faz B says, I think Anna Jay got the push that Deanna deserved.
Yeah.
You may be right there. Yeah.
Might be right, yeah. Which is fine because Anna is younger and has more room for improvement, more room to like. It's like a hill is there's only going up for Anna, in my opinion. Like,
Well, I think too,
Yeah.
like it's like if you like coach a team and you have that one kid that just freaking sucks and is on your team for like years, and then they just all of a sudden 1 year start working really hard and their hard work is paying off. Even if they're not the best player on the team, like you put them in the freaking game to reward all the work that they've done and the improvements that
Yeah.
they made. So the other players see like, oh, if I try, they'll put me in the game. You know, like that's how I view it anyway.
pretty much. Yeah.
Like, yeah, I get that food is gonna ruin your phone, but I hope they don't serve the food if the phone drops in it. Like, there's so much like fecal matter and shit on phones, you know.
I'm trying to eat dinner.
Sorry.
Michael says, do y'all think Christian Cage is the next AEW World Champion?
I do not. I think whenever he
Technically,
tries
no.
his cash in, I think he's going to lose.
What'd you say?
I said
Cashes in. He's
when
gonna,
he cashes in, he's going to lose, is what I think.
I don't know if he'll be the next, but if he's not the next one, I think he'll be the next after that.
He's
What I would
the
like to see.
next real real reign of the AEW World Championship, but like technically Darby is the next AEW World Champion, and then
That's what I
probably
feel
like
too, yeah.
like 2 minutes after Christian will be World Champion.
Yeah, I think Darby wins it and Christian wins it from Darby. That's what I feel.
Yeah.
What I'd like to
If I were the booker, that's what I would do. But I also think that is what is going to happen.
I'd like him to cash in and have Adam Copeland return and cost him his cash in. and then continue with that feud because it was delicious.
It'd be better to have a feud over the world title. Why'd you make that face?
Because I don't want either of them to have the world title.
Wow, why?
Because, like,
Christian's been doing some of the best heel work of his career.
I
great, but
Yeah.
Adam Copeland is like born again in AEW.
yeah, but you always say that the belt is like to help build people. It's like to signify that like this is going to be the guy, and I don't feel like either of them need that. They're already the guy. I'm using your own words against.
I mean, if Christian getting it would just be to like reward how much he's done for AEW, because like
Right.
he did so much that, and like with the TNT title, it was like clearly like Christian Cage is arguably already like one of like in the discussion for like the best signing in AEW history.
Yeah.
But what's it called now? I think right now, I don't doubt that Copeland will challenge for the world title. Honestly, I have Copeland facing Moxley probably as soon as he comes back. Like as soon as he comes back, he starts feuding with Moxley, and I personally think Rated FTR is take the trios titles from the Death Riders. So Rated FTR. So FTR and Adam Copeland as a trio. We'll take the trios titles.
Faz B says you guys should have pizza while watching wrestling next time.
We often do.
I'm trying to eat better.
Yeah. Even though I'm eating ice cream, it's actually frozen yogurt.
Oh, you're eating. Oh yeah, it's yogurt, frozen yogurt.
And delicious.
I'm trying to eat better.
Yeah. We had whole wheat pasta with fake chicken, like plant-based chicken and pesto. It was delicious.
It was very good. And Michael says Willow Nightingale, one of the best in AEW history and an amazing star. I totally agree. Yeah.
I would like her to be the next AEW Women's Champion.
They need to do more with her.
Yeah.
ASAP.
Wait, who is? Oh, Willow.
And Michael says Willow. Yeah.
I honestly, I feel like they did Willow and Mariah way too soon. I
don't. Nipples are like barely hanging into that
like
top. Do that.
Willow being the first. I did not expect Willow to be the first challenger for Mariah. I thought they were gonna do Mina first and then Willow, but now
No, I
it's
think
like,
they are.
No, I thought like because what's it called? Wrestle Dream, we got Willow and Mariah. I thought like at Wrestle Dream we were gonna get Mina versus Mariah. And then like now ish would be Mariah versus Willow.
I forgot that we already had Willow versus Mariah.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna put this dish in the sink downstairs. I'll be right back.
But yeah, Faz B, my favorite foods are pizza and ice cream. I'm perpetually 9 years old, apparently. But yeah, trying to eat less pizza. Gotta lose weight. I'm big fatty. Michael says Claudio Castagnoli winning the AEW World Championship in the future. I hope so. He deserves it. He definitely deserves it. He's been there. He's been very dependable, very consistent, and had some great matches. And
they need to build his character more. Like he brought over whatever character he had in WWE, kind of. But like when he and Sheamus were partnering in WWE, like he had a personality that was like exciting and engaging and awesome. And I feel like that didn't transfer over. Maybe because he's a heel now, so he's like just very serious all the time. And I need someone to tell me what the fuck is all over his coat. He's got like pieces of parchment that look like they've been like red wax sealed onto his outfit. He's been wearing that for like 2 months, and I still have no idea what that is.
Oh, I see that. I never noticed that.
If anyone watching those, please tell me. It's driving me crazy. Like, is that a reference to something that I just don't get? It's maddening. Maddening, I tell you.
Michael says Mariah May put me in mind of Tiffany Stratton a little bit.
I thought the same thing the first time I saw her in AEW. I was like, she looks like Tiffany Stratton.
Yeah, I'm not sure how similar their styles are. I know very little about Tiffany Stratton. I think I saw her wrestle once. I know who she is.
I
but that's
think
about it.
Tiffany is more like fast and high flyerish because like she's doing like her finisher is like a moonsault. I don't think Mariah like does that stuff.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen her do a top rope move unless it's to be caught by someone. You know.
Yeah.
The mother of all simulcasts, of course, AEW Dynamite.
January 1st, we're gonna try and be at that show. If we'll see.
If the weather allows and our budget.
And finances, yeah. So we'll see. It's the fight for the fallen for Asheville, North Carolina. The hurricane recovery still Hurricane Helene. So we would like to be able to be there. Michael says Konosuke Takeshita, one of the best wrestlers from Japan. Yeah, you're damn right.
Yep.
International champion right now. And
Thank God they're finally pushing him like how he deserves. I was actually worried that like what's it called? They would drop the ball on him again, and then I would be more convinced that Takeshita would have to walk out. Cause
What the fucking cast that's on his arm that you insisted was a cast for so long, and it's clearly not a cast because it's been on his arm for like a year and a half at this point.
He had a cast at one point, didn't he?
But they call. I think it's
he
all
did. He actually, yeah.
But not with wrestling. Like he's been wrestling with that on his arm for like a year and a half.
Yeah.
He was out for a while and showed up with a cast on his arm, but he wasn't wrestling with it. Like, why is he acting like it's? Oh, they're talking about right now.
Talking about it. Yeah.
That's right. No, that's something that does linger in the mind of Brody King.
Oh, there you go. That's why they're talking about it.
Looks to exploit potentially in this match. Brody's.
They said he got injured. He broke it prior to the Continental Classic. So he wrestled in the Continental Classic.
Yep.
Was that like he injured it like way before the Continental Classic and it healed?
I think it's just like a kayfabe thing, and he's just like overselling it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just like maybe
like they've referred to it as a cast before, but like it's clearly tape.
Yeah. I mean, I think maybe he's just like keeping it kayfabe and just making it like
his Achilles heel.
More, yeah, like maybe like just part of his character, because like to this day, Malachi still like sells his eye, because what's it called? Back in the pandemic, in WWE, Buddy shoved Malachi's eye into the steel steps.
Yeah.
So the eye that has like usually has the black.
Really?
Yes. It was because
who was it that got their eyeball ripped out? Was that Rey Mysterio?
Ray,
oh my
yeah.
God. Remember that shit?
He was like, "Oh, look at this!" Like, dude, come on.
That was ridiculous.
Yeah,
Seth
was the one that. Yeah, Seth back in his Monday Night Messiah gimmick. And he had Buddy, and Malachi was teaming with Ray. So Buddy gouged the eye of Malachi, and then Malachi still sells it to this day. It's just part of his character now.
That's funny. I had no idea.
Yeah, that's why like it. And it's the eye that usually has like the black like makeup thing, and
his left eye.
The white contact and everything. He sells that forever, basically.
Oh.
Asa has a really long, intricate conspiracy about Satanists regarding your left eye.
It's not my conspiracy. Just look it up. Look it up online. There's celebrities in the left eye. Michael says Konosuke Takeshita versus Claudio Castagnoli should have happened in AEW. Two best wrestlers in history. I don't know about that, but I would love to see that matchup for
He says
sure.
ever today in history.
Ever today.
I
in
think it's
history.
like right now in wrestling.
Oh, that's it. Okay.
Yeah.
I got it.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Great to
I'm
see,
sure
yeah.
there's gonna be.
And goes on to call MJF the greatest heel in history. Disagree with that. I think greatest heel gotta be Ric Flair. But
I might say
MJF's great.
I might say Vince McMahon.
Oh, Vince McMahon.
Oh yeah.
Great heel. Great heel.
As far as like getting like
Big piece of shit.
vitriol of like everyone in the audience just simultaneously like fucking hating him.
True.
Because like people love booing Dominic Mysterio, but I feel like people really wanted to like hurt Vince McMahon.
When he was feuding with
The
Stone
thing
Cold,
is,
Yeah.
Dominic is still like very young. He still hasn't
Mhm.
reached arguably the prime of his wrestling. Like he's still like
Mhm.
kind of not as great in ring as like other people, like older people would be. Like
Mhm.
MJF obviously is like better than Dominic Mysterio. and-
Yeah.
yeah,
I was
but
just using an example from WWE.
yeah, it's a good example.
Thank you.
Rewind is here, and he says, if you ask 100 wrestling fans who's the greatest wrestler of all time, 97 of them would say Taz.
Would the other three just be wrong?
The other three would be us. Because I'd say Ric Flair. Who would you say?
I need time to think about that.
Who would you say, Wolf?
Greatest wrestler of all time.
It should be that quick.
Are you talking about in the ring?
There's
Only
so
like
many
overall.
options.
Overall.
There's so many options. I'm trying to think of like whether it's like their primes or
I'm going with Kenny Omega.
I'm going kayfabe, wrestling ability, mic ability.
Oh wait, I'm not going with Kenny Omega.
I'm going to like based off like right now that like not right now, right, or the person I can think of right now, Brian.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
Yeah,
I can see
Danielson,
that.
greatest.
Kay has no opinion.
Already.
Rewind says the other three would be Hook fans. Michael said. Sorry. Michael says Mina Shirakawa, the best ever from Japan. She's a star for AEW and the next AEW World Champion. She may win it. Yeah.
I haven't seen her wrestle enough for me to
She's
say.
good.
But is she
she's
also good? For her to be like the best.
I haven't seen her
Mina
enough to say that.
I think Mina is very good, but I wouldn't say she's the best ever from Japan. I wouldn't even say she's like the best female in Japan, but
because that would mean
I don't know. I can't speak on it. I don't know anything about Japanese wrestling.
Yeah.
Well, we know Asuka came from Japanese wrestling, and we know Hikaru Shida came from Japanese wrestling. We know Emi Sakamura.
Emi Sakura.
Sakura, yeah, sorry. She came from Japanese wrestling.
Bull Nakano.
Mm-hmm.
Io Sky, Kairi Sane.
Kairi Sane is not on the same level as these other women.
No. She's
I
good.
mean,
She's good, yeah, but she's not on their level.
Tiny.
I mean, the way she's presented right now, she's not. But like back when she was in Japan, like before she just recently came back to WWE, she was like IWGP Women's Champion for a while. So I definitely think it. I think Kairi also did something crazy. I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, Mina's good. I just haven't seen enough of her matches to like really form an opinion.
And Michael also says Josh Alexander, he's in TNA if you don't know, says his contract expires February 15th and the North needs to reunite once he comes
North
to WWE. What's the North?
The team of Josh Alexander and Ethan Page.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
this one, guys.
And
It's almost
Josh
like a headgear,
Alexander
right?
did say he's willing to. He's
He's good.
looking at like every promotion. He wants to fight a bunch of people. He wants to face Adam Copeland. He wants to face Shingo Takagi from New Japan. He wants to face. I'm pretty sure he said he wants to face Ospreay again, like on a bigger stage. He wants to face Takeshita again, I think.
Well, from the wrestlers you're listing, it seems like going to WWE would
And
be
then from
mistake.
WWE, I'm trying to remember who he said he wanted to face. Hold on, there's a tweet that I can probably. Josh Alexander wrestle.
Great tournament thus far. We got so much more to go. That's like this.
I'm gonna go with Stone Cold. Sorry, I'm backtracking like 5 minutes or 10 minutes ago.
That's valid.
Yeah.
That's valid.
So I think of like him as like stunning Steve Austin, and then as Stone Cold, and
Is
like,
this
his ability to
greatest
change-
wrestler
yeah.
or
Yeah.
greatest heel? Yeah, okay.
No,
Greatest
wrestler.
wrestler.
Greatest wrestler.
Okay,
Because
yeah,
I think
I
of his like mic work, especially as Stone Cold, obviously, but I mean, just his way of like sucking the audience in, and the ability, like once he was injured, to change his style completely and still make it work and look good. I mean, it's just very impressive.
I think I'm trying to like think of like I'm still trying to think of like the like greatest heel. I'm like either torn between like Macho Man or Roddy Piper.
You don't need to think, Wolf. I've already said the correct answer. No one is more evil than Vince McMahon. He is the ultimate
True.
heel, both in story and in reality.
And in real life, he's the literal
I think-
devil.
I think Wolf's trying to pick a wrestler.
You just said greatest heel.
Yeah, I know.
I guess yeah. The correct answer is Vince McMahon because he is the
Definitely Vince
literal
McMahon.
devil.
Yeah.
Oh, he wants to. I just looked it up. So Josh Alexander wants to fight Gunther and Pete Dunne from WWE.
Cool. Yeah, I like Pete Dunne a lot.
Hmm.
Let's see. Michael says Becky Lynch should come to AEW. I would like that. I'd be with that. Rewind says Brian Danielson has a lot of Taz in him. A smaller guy, great on the mat, great chain wrestler. Definitely, yep. That's yeah. And Rewind says Stone Cold maybe a close second, maybe third. So Taz in the book.
For the greatest heels?
No, greatest of all time.
Oh, greatest of all time. Okay, gotcha.
I don't know. My Mount Rushmore would be of wrestling would be like Flair, Hogan, Stone Cold, and I don't know. I don't know who would be
You are
fourth.
not putting Mick Foley on your Mount Rushmore of wrestling?
I said I don't know who would be fourth.
How is he not fourth? He's like your
You got Mick Foley, Rob Van Dam, Bret Hart,
to the wrestlers. I see.
Rey Mysterio.
But
I
he's
mean,
like your guy.
Will Ospreay. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of. Well, I'm not rating my favorites. You know.
Oh, I thought that's what you were saying.
No. I'm saying like the Mount Rushmore, the most
like the best
important wrestlers. The most important wrestlers: Flair, Hogan, Stone Cold. And I guess you could say The Rock, but that's a boring answer to me. So I would pick someone else as number 4.
That's Sting.
Sting would be up there. Yeah.
I just remembered. I was trying to think of something with Kyrie. I don't know why, but all the time I see like. I don't know if it's just a meme or like some like Photoshop or something, but all the time I see an image of Kyrie Sane like fighting Brock Lesnar.
What?
Like she like just I think hits like an insane elbow on Brock Lesnar or something. I'm like, what? And I think like
boo! Boo! What a bunch of bullshit.
cringe.
What did he do?
while the ref was distracted, he did like
Low
a
blow.
rear heel kick into Brody's nuts.
Yep,
That's
low blow.
usually called a mule kick. Am I right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, at least it protects Brody, kind of. But yeah,
Oh, that's sort of wrong.
I know one person who's not gonna be happy about this. But honestly, I'm not surprised that Claudio won.
Yeah, no. I knew he was winning.
Yeah.
Rewind says, yeah, your number 4 would be Taz. I got you, Asa. It would not be. I'm a big Taz fan. I love
All
Taz.
right. Next
But
week,
it would not be number
Claudio,
4. Like I
Osprey.
said, that wasn't my top 4. That
Yeah.
was Mount Rushmore. The 4 like most important
Ooh.
wrestlers. I'm going to tell you who would be number 4. Gorgeous George. He was one of the biggest heel. He was like the first big heel in wrestling back in like the 60s. He basically did an effeminate gimmick. You know, he would look at himself in the mirror and like mess with his hair and all that, and the fans hated him. He was very vain and like always won. And yeah, I go Ric Flair, Hulk Hogan, Stone Cold, Gorgeous George. There you go.
I have a question for you.
What?
How do you not have representation on your Mount Rushmore of wrestling for high flyers or for luchadors? That is the most shocking.
Like I said, it's not
Like,
my
Rey
top 4.
Mysterio?
It's not my top 4.
But for like the biggest impact on wrestling, like you're not going to put.
If there were a
luchador
number
on it?
5, I would say Rey Mysterio. Yeah, probably. But there's not a 5th face on Mount Rushmore, so.
If you are on Mount Rushmore, you can put however many faces on it you want.
No, that's what makes it Mount Rushmore. There's 4.
So next, the thing is, next week, on Dynamite Winners coming, we have Pac and John Moxley versus Jay White and Orange Cassidy.
Nice. All right, so pretty good show. We're not leaving yet, but thanks for watching. Thanks for joining us. Hopefully you enjoyed it as much as we enjoyed doing it. So all right, we always do our thing. Best match, worst match, and rating out of 5. So Kay, Fabulous, you want to start?
No, I had a question first.
What?
Were there 5 matches? Did I write everything
Correct.
down? Okay,
5
cool.
matches, yeah.
Right. Yes, I would like to start. I will go ahead and get it out of the way. Worst match, women's match. Not terrible, but not up to par with everything else that was on the show. Best match, I am going Fletcher versus Shelton Benjamin. And rating overall?
Yeah, rating out of 5.
I'll give it a 4 out of 5.
4 out of 5 what?
No, it's not decided yet. Hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna give it 4 bones out of 5 bones.
All right.
Because we rate things in bones.
Yeah, that's what we do here. Bones. Wolf, what do you say?
So worst match, I'm a little shocked that Kay said the worst match was the women's match because despite my enjoyment of the bullying session that happened, the worst match was Swerve Strickland versus Max Caster.
I don't have that written down.
That was 5. That was number 2.
No, there were 6 matches.
Let me see.
There were 6.
Oh, the Battle Royal. The Battle Royal.
Battle Royal.
There were 6, yeah.
I'd like to change my answer because Asa misled me and thinking I had all the matches written down, and I would like to change my worst match answer to Max Caster versus Swerve Strickland. I apologize to the women of wrestling.
It was a worst match that I was satisfied with because I feel like it's only fitting that Swerve bullies someone like Max Caster. Because just because of the clear contrast of skill level that is between the two. Best match. Yeah, I think I have to say Shelton and Fletcher because I was thinking maybe Pac and Jay, but yeah, I think Shelton and Fletcher really did super well. So rating, I'm gonna give it a 4.5 out of 5. 4.5 bones out of 5 bones.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am.
Inducted him into the cult.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm excited for next week. Dynamite
Yeah,
looks
definitely.
stacked.
I thought this
Oh.
was a really good show.
This was a really good show, yeah, but
So for me, I say the exact same thing Wolf said. Worst match, Strickland squash over Max Caster. Best match, Kyle Fletcher beating Shelton Benjamin. I mean, they both were on it. That was an awesome opener. And rating, yeah, 4.5 bones out of 5. I thought there was some good wrestling. The women's match was it was okay. And then that squash match, Swerve and Max Caster. I get why they did it. So it's not a big deal that there was a squash there. And the rest of the wrestling I thought was very good. And they were doing vignettes about people and feuds. And we got a surprise with Bandito coming back. We got an awesome surprise with Orange Cassidy trying to murder John Moxley. Very good Dynamite, I thought. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, 4.5 bones out of 5.
My reason for the 4, it was an automatic half bone deduction for the women's match.
Mm.
When you have their women's roster and this is your main show and you only put one women's match on, you better fucking bring it, to
Yeah,
live up to
right.
the other matches we're seeing.
right.
And
Yep.
it did not do that.
You're right. You're right.
And there was another reason, but no, the squash match. Although I do appreciate that they're finally doing squash matches with like non-enhancement talent. I
Mhm.
feel like that's
Yeah.
much more interesting and furthers their angle, I think, than using enhancement talent.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Derek agrees with Wolf and I. Says worst match, Swerve versus Caster. Best match, Flesher versus Benjamin. Yeah, definitely. I think so. All right, everybody. Thank you for joining us. I'm gonna hype some stuff just real quick here. Tomorrow night, 750, 750, WCW Starcade 1990 watch along. It's gonna be me, Kate Fabulous, bless you, and Juice Springsteen, who you'll meet tomorrow.
I will also meet him tomorrow because I haven't met him yet.
Yep. Friday, Wolf and I are doing a SmackDown watch along, 7:55. Saturday is Pearl Harbor Remembrance Day. So we're not doing anything, so just remember Pearl Harbor. Sunday, what?
Not doing a collision watch along?
No.
Oh, okay.
Sunday, Wolf and I are bringing back WWE Weekly, which we have not done in years here. Yeah, we're gonna make it different than AEW Weekly. But yeah, it's Wolf and I, 7:30 Sunday night, WWE Weekly. Monday, 7:55, we'll be back with Monday Night Raw watch along, and Tuesday, AEW Weekly, 7 p.m. every Tuesday. K Fabulous and I. So we're trying to do more content. As you hear, this week we're on 6 nights a week. I think most weeks we'll be on at least 5. Yeah, so enjoy. Hopefully you enjoy it, and if there's stuff you want to see us do, write me, put it on X, tell me. The worst I'll say is no. Let's see, rewind real quick before we leave. Said Barry Horowitz should be in the Hall of Fame. All right. Barry did more for the business than Drew Carey. Oh, he hosted Raw one time, I think. Just saying. Barry Horowitz is one of the best enhancement talents there was, yes. And I want to point out, just while we're talking about enhancement talent, or jobbers, a lot of people call them. I don't really, that's kind of disrespectful. Ric Flair was asked who his best opponent was. And he said George South, who, if you know him, he's still wrestling today. He's 60 something or 70 something, still wrestles today in AML, but he was an enhancement talent, and Flair said it was his best opponent because of how good he made Flair look. That's the thing. You got to have people make you look good in this business. It doesn't work otherwise.
Plus, not only is George South still wrestling, but I'd say like every 2 out of 3 matches, like that man is bleeding everywhere.
Yeah. Fun.
People love him.
All right, so folks, Drew Carey's in the WWE Hall of Fame for some reason. Thank you. I had no idea. Folks, that's it for us tonight. Enjoyed talking to everybody. Rewind, Derek, Michael, good to see you for I think the first time.
Will, Steve.
Bazby, Will, Steve, whoever I missed. Mexican
Derek?
Mac.
Derek?
I did say Derek. everybody. We enjoyed talking to you. Always enjoy hearing your opinions. And hopefully we'll see you tomorrow at 750 for Starcade 1990. It's on Peacock. So watch it with us. And bye everybody.
Bye.
Bye.